Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Last time we left off, I still have a cold. One of the things that we're going to trade out here, once we have some money to spare, we're going to trade this guy in, because this is gross and Russian. You would not see it probably in England. And I did find a better big spreader. So we're going to sell that and get a better one. I also did a mod spotlight on it. You'll see that soon too. So now we are going to go and seed our fields with the monster seeder. This thing is a little bit unruly because it's so freaking big. What's up, mate? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get this down to our first field, and then we're going to park it and get the seed truck, and we're going to meet up with him and fill him using the truck, because it's a lot easier to use the truck than it is to try to get this thing up by the farm there. Oh my gosh, my nose. Ugh. Hold on one second, folks. And so, my nose has been blown. So we're going to have to keep a watch out here, because this is going to get real tight up ahead as we make the pull to our first field. I think we're going to start, we're just going to kind of go in order. So 28, well, I guess that's really not in order, but 28, and then 20, and then 8, and 2. So we got 4 fields that we have to seed.
And the big ocean.
You see the big ocean there, Mater?
Yeah.
Yeah. Put him down. Is that Skyrim? I'm gonna put you down. Alright, we made it around there. It's too bad they never used that like when you fill it up, that big thing on top with the black end and the white end is the that's how they load the seed into the seeder. So they put that on the side there, and the white end goes up at the top, the black end goes on the bottom. They fill that thing up with seed, and then it augers it up into the tank. And it's too bad they don't have an animation for that, but it'd be hard to do. But maybe the next version, probably not. I'm sorry for all the sniffling once again. I've got a head cold or allergies. I'm not sure which it is. Seems like it's probably a cold, but it might be allergies. And we made it again. Those are the 2 hardest corners, though sometimes I get stuck here too, so we're going to have to really be careful as we try to traverse the hedge. There's the big field. We're not going to do that one yet. We're going to go do the small one first and then come back. What's up with Mater? Did you guys have fun yesterday? We went over to visit our friends. Whoa.
I didn't have unfun.
You had unfun?
No fun.
You didn't have fun at the Valek's house riding on the 4-wheeler?
I did, but
And splashing in the water? Oh, did you guys bring the splash thing home? Evelyn. Ev. Hello? Evelyn.
Flashing.
Did you guys bring the sprinkler home? Okay.
We did it.
You didn't? Mater said we didn't. This is it, right? I think this is it. Yeah, this is it.
This one sucks, yeah.
Oops. I thought I was going to make it, but nope. Oops. Oh, come on. Yeah, they never work the way they show them working on the box. That's just how it is. All right, this is the guy I need. That's lucky how I just popped right over. So now this should be all fertilized. We did run the fertilizer on here. Once again, I was told that you need to do it by the author. I don't know if that's... We'll have to see how it goes. The answer is maybe, maybe not. And by the way, I found that buying the DLC on the website is much better than buying it from there. I mean, on Steam, because I've gotten 2 new computers, and all of my DLC installations expired because I used them. Oops, the wrong side of the road. And so that kind of sucks because now I have to like rebuy them again to get them on my new laptop, and I'm like, great. So I have to buy DLCs for like every computer. So it gives you 3 installations, and then it says it's expired. And I understand why they do it. They don't want people, giving out the codes. And it's a good way to get your software hacked, but or losing out, not getting, because some dolt will say, "Here's the file, here's the password," and they'll put it up on the internet, and then everybody will have it for free, and that's a bad business policy. So, whoops. Oh, I'm sorry, a little aggressive there. But it sucks,
You got so much food
because
on
I've gotten 2. I installed it twice, and then I've gotten 2 new computers, and now I can't install it anymore. So I had to buy the Homer DLC. I'm like, great. The other ones I had copies left, but sorry. I'm gonna miss the light here. But I had to buy the Homer DLC again, so that's like the 3rd copy I've bought of the Homer DLC. So in the long run, it would have been the same price either way, because I bought a copy for Seth and I bought a copy for Evelyn. And you live and learn. And next year when I do the server, and I have a server ready, and we're probably going to get it going here. I know this is not the official announcement. I will make an announcement, but probably when I get back from Michigan in 2 weeks, it'll be ready. I know Garrett's been dying for it, and a lot of you guys have been dying to have this, server. So it's ready. I was able to test it this week and actually make sure everything worked, and it did. So the good news is the server's working. The bad news is I'm leaving, so I'm not going to get it going up yet. The server will be live, but it will not be available when I'm not playing. So you guys will have to see when I'm on, and I'm going to try to make kind of a schedule thing where you guys can look online and see when I'm on and when I'm not. Sorry, my nose. But the best way you can see is in Steam. I'll make it, I'll make an announcement on Steam or something. I have to figure all that stuff out still, but it's not a huge deal. Come on, fill up. Oh, I did have a selected. Yeah, I did. What?
Batman, 2 dirty ones.
What? Why does it let me fill? That's stupid. Okay. Okay, we'll move on the other side. Maybe it has to be on the other side because of the way that fill thing works, even though it doesn't really work.
No.
Yep, has to be on the other side. Weird. Okay, whatever. No animation. So anyway, it'll be coming soon, folks. I know you guys have been dying for it. But like I said, it'll only be online when I'm online, and right now I'm making it only for 5 slots. So the first 5 to get on are the ones that are on for the night, for the video. We'll probably play for 2-hour sessions, hour to 2 hours, and then that's it. And we'll record it, and then, it'll be probably a week, and then it'll be back up again. So maybe once a week we'll be playing. For the 2017 version, we're probably going to start a multiplayer right away. Once again, it'll be the same deal. When I'm on, the server will be up. And because of this, I won't have to buy a second copy. Because right now, I have to double everything. I got to buy every DLC. I got to buy every... If I want the server to have the DLCs, I got to buy the DLCs. And it's just... I like the dedicated server, but it's a pain. I wish they would just give it to you as part of the game that you're playing. But they don't. They make you buy a separate copy. And I'm just not going to do that again. Because... by the time you add all the DLCs, you're looking at, almost like $60, $70 just to have a second copy. And then I have to buy a copy for Seth because Seth and Evelyn play. So that's another $60. By the time it's all said and done, I've spent about $200 on the farm sim this year. No, why you got that? No, no, no. Why are you playing with my headphones? No, no, no. Here, give them to me, please. No, no. John. Hang on one second, folks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get the seeder started here. Looks like a fireworks?
Yes.
Why does it look like fireworks? Oh, I didn't lower it. So we're going to back up again. Ugh. I forgot it's going to be really hard to back. Okay, we'll just get started here. We'll come back. This thing's got a pretty big, but I know people were saying, and I know there's mod seeders out there that are bigger. That I guess in the old game, in the 2013 version, they had much larger seeders than they do in this one. So that's been a complaint a lot of people have had about the game, is that they I'm not, maybe something in the engine changed and they just don't support the wider seeders. I'm not sure, but this is not as big as they used to be, but they work for me. Granted, if I had something twice the size, it would go a lot faster. And I know, like I said, there's mod ones out there. I know in real life there are bigger seeders too. I've seen them around here that are much larger than this. So, sorry, I'm just a wreck today. I haven't really. Usually, I just hire a worker with this thing. I haven't really done it manually before. It's kind of a pain, huh? But it's huge. It has its advantages. Look at that. Ooh. Nice cornering there, Artie. So exciting. We're laying down seed all over the place, man. No baggage, no hang-ups. Just lots and lots of wheat. It's like a giant tractor paintbrush. The field's brown and I'm painting it tan. Now it's weird how this field does have some spots where the wheat wouldn't clear even when cultivated or plowed. Are you taking off, mate? We'll see ya. Yeah, it's not perfect, I know. It's alright. We'll have so much of it that one little corner is not going to matter. Like in real life. I think I'll be able to get all of it without... There we go. Okay, good. Perfect. Whoa! Out of control. This tractor might be a little small for this rig. Might be needing the quad track. Oh, and I saw a Caterpillar tractor last night. I know, I think I've shown you the guys, the Cat mod tractor that I got that has the treads rather than wheels. And I saw one of them last night on 18. That was what was pulling the huge cultivator. It's pretty cool. I was like, hey, that looks familiar. You can eat some cereal if you want, John. Just don't spill it on the floor, please, like you always do. Kid. What kind is it? Is it strawberry? Do you like strawberries, John? Kind of sour. We had a watermelon yesterday. I took the kids over to our friend's house, and it was really good. It was like, remember how sweet that watermelon was? It's in season, man. It was like perfectly ripe. Well, you ate most of it. I mean, there was only a little teeny bit left. Yeah. Oh, weird. Now it didn't fertilize the corner. Look at that. Oh well. I think you ate more of it than anybody made, or you had like 30 pieces of watermelon. I'm surprised you're not diarrheaing your brains out. It's basically just sugar water. It tasted really good. I only got one piece. The kids ate it like candy. It's funny, I can't stand any other kind of melons. I don't like cantaloupe. I'm not sure what else. There's the orange. I think cantaloupe has different colors. It's like green, orange. I don't really like cantaloupe at all. But I love watermelon. Who doesn't?
I like watermelon.
I don't really know anybody that doesn't like watermelon.
Ryan loves watermelon, but he can't eat it.
Why can't he eat it?
He's a good texture.
He doesn't like the texture? Hurts his stomach? I know coffee turns my stomach, but I love it. I'll never stop. Well, coffee's not bad for you. It's the cream and sugar that's not good for you. If you drink it black, it's really not that bad for you. It's like tea. Like unsweetened tea. Just make a Yui. Ugh, that was a sloppy Yui. This is not working out the way I wanted it to. Crap. I left unplanted dots. Oh well. I should have pulled out a little further and call it a loss. Yeah, this is going to take a really long time. That huge field is going to take forever. This one's going pretty fast, but I'm just realizing, you know, like that. This one, and I think that field up at the top. I think it's 20. Field number 2. Those are both going to take a long time to do. So I probably will continue a little bit here, but then, you know, once we get about halfway done with that big field, I'll cut out. We'll call it an episode. I think we've been going for about 20 minutes now, so another 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll jump to the next thing. I'm out of things to talk about. Not a lot's happened this week. We just had kind of a busy week. Made some new contacts. Worked for some new realtors, which is great. And had a lot of photo shoots this week. So I just ended up spending the week driving around taking pictures. It was gorgeous weather all week. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a nicer week. It was hot, but that's okay. I was sweating like crazy all week. I hate sweating when I'm with a client. I'm just like, oh, but it's just, you know, it's 90 degrees outside, and I'm operating a drone, which requires me to, you know, really concentrate, so I'm sweating, and I'm just like, well, what are you going to do? It's freaking like 90 degrees. And we were supposed to have storms all week, but we didn't have any storms. So we had a little bit of rain, I think, like Wednesday night, and that was it. But it's 90 degrees again today, man. I just can't believe how hot it is out there. Good Memorial Day weekend. Pardon me. Hold on a second. I gotta blow my nose. Sorry about that little blow my nose break. You wish that hot lava was not real? Why? You could die, yeah. But we don't really have any hot lava in Ohio. So I wouldn't be too concerned about it. I got such a good deal on a laptop. I bought a new laptop because I'm going to be going on the road for 3 weeks, and I have to be able to back up my cards every night. I can't just use the same card over and over again because I'll run out of space. And it's just, for safekeeping, you don't want to have everything. Even when I go on the road, I'm taking a laptop and I'm taking a backup hard drive. And the backup each night I'll copy the files that I've taken during the day to both. But I've needed a laptop for a couple of years and I just haven't had the money to buy one. And so now that we're in season and things have been going fairly well for us, I was like, well, I think it's time that I need to actually put out the couple $100 to get a good laptop. And I found a really, really good deal. And I'm very happy. I found it. So, I always go to Micro Center nearby, and I think they're all over the country, but they're not like all over the country. They've got maybe like 10 stores or 20 stores, and they're in, most major cities, but not all. So in Ohio, it's an Ohio-based company. They're in Columbus, Cleveland, and Cincinnati. I go to the Cleveland store. So I went on to there, and I'm expecting. I wanted to get something that could play some games, but as you know, any laptop that has a dedicated video card for actual gaming is like $800 and more. Usually they're like $1,000, $1,200 and up. And the only other option really in the lower price range is going to be like an AMD A10 setup with a GPU. So the AMD A10 processor is the equivalent to like an i4. In other words, it falls right between the i3 and the i5 in processing power. It's not a great chip, but it's not terrible either. And the AMD A10, A8, A6, they have built-in GPUs. So you have a dedicated video card as part of the processor. And what that means is they're pretty okay at playing games. They're not great by any means, but they can play older games like Skyrim with the graphics turned up. They can play, you could possibly play Grand Theft Auto 5, but it's going to look like horse pucky. They can play the Farm Simulator. So I was looking for one of those, and usually the AMD A10 chipset runs about $550 to $600. And I'm like, well, I could. That's a lot more than I wanted to swing, but to spend the extra $100, once you buy a laptop, that's it. There's no, you can't reconfigure it. You know what I mean? Like you get what you get, and so I'm kind of like, well, I guess I suppose I could, afford to spend it. I wanted to spend like $400 to $500. I'm like, I suppose I could spend $600, but I went on their site and they didn't have any A10s in stock. They only had A8s and A6s, and I'm like, well, I don't want a crappier laptop. I'd rather wait and get one that I can really use. But I started poking through their used inventory, like they're not used but refurbished, and I found a Lenovo Flex 3. They're on the Flex 4 now, so it's like last year's model. And they had 4 of them in stock, and they were $575. And I'm like, well, that's not too bad. There was a Core i7 processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM, terabyte hard drive, and most importantly, a 940M video card. So it actually can play some games. It's probably better than the AMD would, and it's about the same price. So then I saw one in real light gray, like underneath the title, so you could barely see it. In this small text, they said, open box, $425. And I'm like, what? One available. So I clicked on it, and I'm like, buy now, and did the in-store pickup, and like in seconds it was ready. It's like, your laptop is ready to pick up. So I went out. Oh, sorry, mate. Pick that up, buddy. So I went out to the store and, went to the cash register and got the laptop, and I said, let me test it out. So I tested it out, and the only downside that I found when I got home, and I didn't realize it until later, I couldn't get the wireless card to work, and it took me about 2 hours to figure out how to get it working. And I did get it working, and it works fine now, but it was just having some weird issues. The wireless card needed a driver update, and when you attach to the network, it would actually connect, work for about 2 minutes, and then disconnect, and then it would crash the computer. And then there was some other weird software that the sound card has called FM app. And I saw on Lenovo's support site, a lot of people were complaining about this. If you have Windows 10, the FM app is something that you have for your sound card. A lot of people were saying it was causing the computer to stutter, which is what I was having. So I would have the network card shut off, and then it would start stuttering. And I'm like, whoa, is this thing bad? Is this why it was returned, you know? And it probably was. The person that got it probably didn't know anything about computers, and they returned it because it was doing all these weird things. So I started researching it on my other computer, and I found that, oh, to get rid of the FM app, you just, go into your services and disable, the driver, not the drivers, but the Realtek audio system. You disable it. The sound card will continue to work with the standard Windows controls, but you just don't have the extra, like Dolby controls and sound effects that I don't use anyway. So I went through and disabled that, and then I got the new latest drivers for the Wi-Fi card, and within an hour or 2 hours I had the whole laptop working, and it's playing games, and I'm online, and it's working great. So I got a great deal. The laptop originally was $900. It was $890, and it's got a touch screen and everything, and I got it for $425. I made out like a bandit. It's got a better processor in it. Well, not better, but a higher rating than the one that I have in my my gaming computer. However, this processor, this i5, is much more powerful. I mean, it's light years ahead of the one that's in the laptop. But still, I thought it was pretty cool. I was like, wow, that's a great deal. So I was going to spend $600. Instead, I spent $400 and got a computer that was much better. So as you can hear here, I have to stop for a minute and blow my nose because I can't even breathe. So I think we're going to finish this field, and we're going to call it an episode. Because I'm really starting to get plugged up here, and it's just not working for recording. We've gone for a half an hour about. Like I said, I try to keep my episodes around half an hour in length, anywhere from like 25 minutes to 40 minutes, And I know people want them longer, but no, I can't. I have to take breaks too. Plus, it's hard. I do it for World of Tanks because it's some of those videos. They're 4 battles is an hour. So if we do like 8 battles, it's like a 2-hour video. It's just hard to upload those because they take forever to upload. So there we go. Our first field is pretty much planted, and I'll continue on. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep going in the background. And then next time you guys come on the farm, these fields will all be planted, and we'll take a look at management for the next management. I hate talking when I have a head cold. We're going to take a look at management and see how things are going. My nose is all stuffed. Vader's laughing at me. He said talk normal. Talk normal. I am talking normal. I'm just stuffed up. Anyway, we'll start going over the soil mod, field management. We're going to see our levels change. I've sprayed these fields today, so by tomorrow, we actually, whoa, I don't know why it's doing that. We should actually see more nutrients than we have now. Maybe. We'll see. Theoretically, they should go up a little bit because the plants are just starting to grow. Now, as the plants get taller, they're going to eat up the minerals, the NPK, the nutrients that we have embedded in our soil, and we'll have to spray again. So fertilizer, herbicide, harvest. It's also going to be sunny for the next couple days, so we should have a drop in moisture. Though if we keep fertilized, we'll keep the moisture levels up. So as long as we use the liquid fertilizer, some of us think solid is better. Or that the solid, pardon me, fertilizer goes further, and so it's more economical. Have a great night. Chew. Chew. Be sure to subscribe. I will see you guys on the farm. Have a great night. Thanks for being part of my channel. We'll see ya.